Hey guys, what's going on? This is Brian with Games Under Pressure, bringing you a look at the newly released, hot off the presses, LEGO Worlds. This game is in Steam Early Access right now. You can pick it up, I believe it's $15, which is a really great deal for what you get here. This is almost like Minecraft 2.0 in some ways. So as you can see, if you look around, the game looks very similar to Minecraft. From an aesthetic standpoint, it is very, very close. You have these voxel-style blocks, but instead of being grass and dirt and things like that, everything is Legos. You can see the little notches there on the top. Everything is made out of Lego blocks. This is a crafting game at heart, very similar to what Minecraft is, but it's also a lot more, and I'm going to get into exactly what you can do here. The way that I would view this game is it's Minecraft with some tools to do things on a much larger scale, much quicker. Of course, you know, in Minecraft, the sky is sort of the limit in terms of scale, but it takes time unless you're using some third-party tools to make things easier. So this is sort of everything with Minecraft, but with the tools to do big stuff built in. So let's get into this. First, you'll see this is the terrain modification menu up here. And the game gives you a lot of different tools to use to make your terrain a little bit more manageable. So let me show you this. If you want to, say, start out with a flat foundation for a building or a structure of some kind, what you can do is just use this tool right here, and you can resize it depending on what you need in terms of the scale and things like that. And this is going to just flatten out your terrain in a very, very easy and convenient way. And you can see just how quickly this moves. And this is something that would take many minutes in Minecraft to do. And this comes with some built-in tools to make it a little bit more accessible, a little bit easier. The strange thing about this game is it's more complicated than Minecraft in a lot of ways, but from a macro standpoint, it's a little bit easier. From a time-saving standpoint, it's a little bit easier. So now that we have this really, really nice little clearing here, a nice little foundation for whatever kind of structure we want to build, you can do also some other crazy things here. This is one of my favorite tools here. You can do these little terrain altering things. So if you want to do a pyramid, you can do a pyramid pretty easily, and you can see just how quickly that goes up. You can move it around. So if you want to create some hills or some man-made looking sort of structures, you can do that very, very easily. You can do rounded ones, which is cool. You can do sort of these plateau looking blocks here. The sky is the limit. You can also do the inverse of all of those. So if you want like an inverse pyramid, you can do that. It's very, very easy. So kind of cool that way. You can change the color of any of these things. So if you want, I don't know, how about just like flat blue? If you want blue, you can do that very, very easily. You can change the color. You have a lot of customization options here. But the real meat of this game is the blocks, and it's just building. So let's see what we got. On the left-hand side here, you can see that there is almost every single Lego block that you can imagine in here. Same deal with the other thing. You can change the color of any of the blocks. You can see changing it red, green, blue. You can do like a grayish green. So a lot of variety, and you can use these blocks to build whatever sort of structure you want. And I'm really bad at these kind of games, these kind of building games. So I'm just gonna throw a few blocks down, and you can see just how this goes. You can rotate blocks. You can make it so that blocks overlap very easily. It is a very powerful, full-featured kind of editor. You have an undo button in case you screw something up and you want to undo it. And apparently it's not working now because of course it isn't. Can I undo it? Nope, I don't know why it's not working. Don't forget, this is Steam Early Access, so there are going to be a lot of glitches in here. a few of which I'll talk about later. But you can build things in a very crazy way. You can increase the height. You can change like type of shapes. You can, if you don't like the rough look, you can finish things off like this. A lot of really cool features. You can paint with your little paintbrush. So if you want to change these colors, you can do that. It's very cool. You can lock the axes. So if you want to just make something tall, you can do that. If you just want to make something long, you can do that as well. You have like a giant select tool here that you can you can erase things very easily. It's pretty full featured. That's about what you can do with the building in terms of the really basic stuff. So if you want a house, you can build a house very easily. You can turn these blocks transparent if you'd like. So there are a lot of options here. But my favorite, and this is what I find myself gravitating towards in this game, are some of these pre-configured things that are on offer here. So what you can do is go in here, and these are like little Lego toolkits. So if you wanted to, say, build a giant pyramid, let's try to build this giant pyramid here. Your little minifig comes with their little gun, and they shoot all of these pieces into this giant pyramid shape here, which is really cool. And say, you know what, like that pyramid is a little bit too boring for your taste. Well, guess what? You can just add another pyramid right on the top. And now check this out. This is pretty cool. So she is going to build this giant wall around the pyramid. It takes a little bit more time every single time you do it because it gets taller and taller and taller. And she's got to spray more blocks here. But you see she's about halfway done. You get this really cool looking base, which takes on a lot of the characteristics of the surrounding blocks here. And now she's going to start with the actual pyramid. And check out how cool this is. I'm all done with the pyramids. Look what I just built in the course of about 30 seconds. You have something really cool, this neat man-made structure that would take very long if you don't have the proper tools in Minecraft. Let's look at some of the other ones here because there are some even cooler blocks. You can just build a giant dude because sure, right? Let's look at the giant dude you can build. Really cool stuff. There isn't a heck of a lot here. You have some clouds. You have a really cool castle, which I'll make right away because why not? And the controls can be a little finicky, but let's build this castle. You can see all the blocks being sprayed in there. And really, just like that, you have a castle that you can go in and you can explore, that you can add to. And I think that's really the name of the game here. Are these things? You're not meant to build these things, these one-off castles or these one-off pyramids, and then just leave them. They act as sort of a foundation. And so, if you wanted to say you built this cool castle. You want to expand it. What you can do is you can add courtyards like this. You can add walls to it. So you could do quite a bit with it. Yeah, here are the walls. Here are the towers. You can build little cottage houses, like a little Stonehenge kind of artifact here. So they act as a really good foundation for anything that you want to build. Yeah, you can do like a giant Jello mold kind of thing there, gingerbread house, creepy looking tree. And so if you have little kids or something and they just want to build something right off the bat, they just want to dive in and have something that they can show off and explore, this is a really good option. I suspect they'll get a large part of the Minecraft crowd from this. Let's see here. Yeah, the cool. Okay, here's a really cool thing too. So, as you're exploring this world, you will run across things. So here, I just ran across this car. You can jump in the car, and once you find these vehicles, you can access them whenever you want, as many times as you want, with no limits here, which is very, very cool. Same thing goes with all the flora and the fauna. If you destroy a plant, you have that plant in your inventory so that if you want to use it in building this world that you're creating, you can do that. Same thing with animals. Say you want to use this ostrich at another time. If you beat it, you kill it, or if you ride it, you can just call that ostrich back whenever you want. It's a very kind of a neat system. There's a currency here as well, and you can get currency by destroying things in the environment. And the currency that you receive is actually very generous. You don't need to do grinds or anything to get enough money to unlock the things that you'd like. So here I can just jump on this ostrich and ride it around, and then whenever I want to use this guy again, because he's pretty crazy, look at that, you can do that very easily. So it's got this weird sort of pick up and play part to it, and I find myself, even if I don't, even if the building isn't my thing, and it's not, you find yourself exploring just to unlock these things so that you can do crazy stuff in this environment, so that you can traverse the environment a little bit easier. One of my favorites is this big dragon over here. And check this guy out. I love this guy. She said. There we go. And check this guy out. You can just fly around. And you can call him whenever you want. So say you build a castle and you want a dragon near it, you can do that very easily. Another really cool feature, I'm going to jump off of here. If you get stuck, say you create a giant hole and you fall down the hole, if you press this button right here, you start skydiving. And you can start skydiving, you start around where you initiate it. So you check this out. If I hit it again, I'll start sort of like right over the castle where I initiated it. So it doesn't throw you on the other side of the map or anything, and you don't have a whole lot of freedom when it comes to controlling yourself in the air. You can't go great distances or anything like that. But yeah, it's kind of a neat little feature, something that I wish Minecraft had. Vehicles. So these are the vehicles that I have right now, and as you can see, they have a little currency. Once you unlock these things, so if I wanted the helicopter permanently, I now have the helicopter, and I got the helicopter by destroying the little things in the environment to unlock the helicopter. But say, I like the plane a little bit better. You can really get around fast in the plane. It's sort of neat. You get some nice draw distances here. The one problem that I have with this game, except for the building being a little bit finicky at times, is you can see the stuttering and you can see the flat out pauses in this game. I am running this game with 4 Titan X's in SLI, okay, with an octa-core processor. Like the system is loaded, and it is very sluggish. The performance is not too great. That's why I'm playing this in 1080p at 60 frames a second as opposed to 4K. In 4K, I don't know if this is a problem with maybe the hard drive is too slow. It's a 7200 RPM hard drive, so it shouldn't be. But I might try offloading this to an SSD, but it almost seems like it can't load quick enough. Sometimes when it really slows down, things just don't pop in the background. So until you're a few feet away. So I'm not sure where the bottleneck is. This is an early access title, so you can't expect too much in terms of optimizations. It hopefully will get better with time, but it's something to consider. Don't expect super solid performance. I might try offloading it to an SSD, see if that solves anything, but I have a feeling it won't. overall, I'm really liking it. This is one of those games that I could see myself booting up just to give it a try every once in a while, just to see what they add, to explore a little bit, to make sure that I'm not missing anything, maybe build something occasionally. It's one of those games that is just fun to screw around with. And for $15, I think it's a deal. If you have kids, your kids are going to love this. It's just a solid all-around game. I let my nieces play it, who are 5 and 9, and they're big Minecraft fans. They love this. They immediately fell in love with it. Maybe not for the reasons that they like Minecraft, which is the actual crafting, but they like this world a lot. They like being able to jump in and fly around. So overall, it's a super solid game. I'm really liking it. I'll probably do a few more videos on this in the future. But, you know, in the meantime, feel free to go ahead, buy it. It has my recommendation. If you like videos like this, I would ask that you subscribe. That is going to allow me to keep bringing you videos like this every single day, which is my goal. And I really appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you next time. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. I'd be curious to see what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching, guys.